are going to do 2024 past paper question from the fraction. Okay, so we are going to do the 2024 past paper question. In this question, they are telling that Janaka pays income tax of 6% on the amount that he earns above 100,000. Then, for example, if he earns 150,000, only for that 50,000 he need to pay the income tax, not for the 100,000. Okay. When his monthly salary is more than this amount in a certain month, he put aside for the food he is giving 1/6 of amount he received after paying tax. It means if he have 100 rupees, he will pay 6 rupees of tax, then balance he had 94 rupees. From this 94, he is keeping aside for the food. For the food he is giving 1/6. Okay, for 1/6 he is giving for the food. He put aside 3/5 of a remaining amount for other expense. Now after giving this he will have a remaining, no, from that. Okay, 3/5 of remaining of that remaining amount he is giving for the expenses, for other expense he is giving. So the first question, what fraction of amount Janaka received remaining after put aside for food? So will take that he had a 6 rupees. It means we are dividing into 6 portions. No. So he had a 6 rupees, means 6/6. He is giving only one portion of that. Then 1/6. Then remaining he had 5/6. Okay. 6 after the food. Now the second question is, they are asking that what fraction of the amount he received remaining with Janaka after he put aside an amount for the food and for the other expense. Now first we have to see what is the fraction he is giving for the other expenses. So other expense will be 3/5 of the remaining. Of the remaining means 3/5 into the remaining portion. Here we have a remaining portion. So 5/6. Okay, so when we simplify, we are getting that 3/6 he had for the other expense. So they are asking the remaining amount after the food expense and the and other expense. So if we have the whole part, from that we have to subtract the food. For the food 1/6, and then for other expenses we had for the 3/6. Okay, so what is the total amount he had for the expense now? Now 6/6, you have to subtract. Total expense of him is 6. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, so 4 portion he have the expense. Then 2/6 he had remaining after the food expense and the other expense. Okay. Third one, if the amount that remains now is 39,600 rupees. So this 2% is equal to 39,600 rupees. Okay. Find separately how much he received after paying the tax and how much he put aside for the food. So after the tax, what is the amount he received and how much he spent for the food. So we have to calculate both of that. Okay. Okay, now we'll come to the, now we know that this For 2 portion is 39,600 means first you have to find the amount for the 1 portion. So 1 portion will be 339,600 divided by 2. No, because 2 portion know this amount, then you have to divide by 2. Then your one portion will be 19,800. So 1 portion will be 19,800. So they are asking about the total. It means after the tax, this portion they are asking after the tax, what is the amount he had? Okay, he received after paying tax, his total amount will be, you have to see for the whole amount, right? So 19,800 into 6. Okay, because after the tax we divide into 6 portions. From that only we took for the food. So you have to multiply by 6 there. Okay, so when you multiply by 6, you will get 118,800. 118,800. Okay, so this is the amount he got after the tax. So that is the one question. Okay, so the B part, another question they ask you that they are asking that what is the fraction for the food? What is the amount he spent for the food? We know that for the food they spent 1/6. So 1 portion we know already, we knows that 1 portion is equal to 19,800. Okay, so he will keep aside for the food will be 19,800. Here 1 portion is 19,800. So we'll see what is the next question. The next question is the 4th question. What was his salary before paying the tax? Now we have to see before the salary what is his income. What was his salary before paying the tax? So after the tax we know that, so the 4th question, so after the salary we know that he had 118,800. From this, for 1 lakh he won't pay the tax, right? Then you have to subtract that. Then when you subtract, you will get 18,800. Okay, for this 18,800 they might pay 6% for the tax. Okay, so this 18,800 is equal for our this 94%. So that I am going to divide that into 94. Okay, so dividing that into 94, and we need the before tax. When we come to here in this part, our before tax is 100% now, so that we have to multiply by 100 here. Okay, so from this we can calculate for which amount he had paid for the tax. Then it will be 200. Okay, 20,000. When you divide by 94, you will get 200. Then other 2 zeros. Then you will get 20,000. So the before the tax, he might pay for the 20,000 only. He might pay the tax. Then then we'll see what is the salary. Already he had a 1 lakh. No, he had paid 20,000 of for the 20,000 only he had paid as an income tax, then 1 lakh plus 20,000, his salary might be 120,000. Okay. So the fifth question. Now we'll come to the fifth question. So fifth question is, so at some stages due to the limit over which income tax is charged being increased, if Janaka doesn't have to pay tax, and if the amount he spent on food remaining the same as before, how much does he now spend on food as a percentage of his salary? Now they are telling that he don't want to give for the food. He don't want to give for the income tax, right? So he had a total salary of 120,000. Okay, so from this he put aside for the food is 19,800. Okay, now they are asking what is the percentage for the food now. Okay, so the total salary is 120,000. Okay, so he had 19,800 for the food. So they are asking the percentage. Then you have to multiply by 100. Okay. Then it will be 6.5 percentage. Okay. So here see we have 120,000 as a income. From that 19% 800 means, so you have to divide that in the whole amount and you have to check for the 100 means you will get the percentage. Okay, so this is it for 2024 past paper.